One of the quickest ways to import digital materials into CLO is to use the Substance File Export option from xTex. In this first CLO Substance workflow video, we'll look at the basic export and import process and then cover material adjustment options in Part 2. We can export Substance files using two methods. First, we can navigate to File, Export, and choose SBS or SBSAR. Alternatively, we can open the xTex preferences and enable the desired Substance options. Once enabled, xTex will automatically save Substance files alongside the material when the xTex material project is saved. We'll click OK to save and close the Preferences dialog. Now that we enabled the Substance output in our preferences, we'll save this material to get our SBS and SBSAR files. Before closing xTex, note the material resolution here in the status bar at the bottom left. We can see this example is a 2K texture since it is around 2000 by 2000 pixels. Switching to CLO, we can now import the material that was just saved. First, we'll select an existing fabric or add a new one and change the material type from the default PBR to Substance. Clicking the first icon to the right of the Substance logo will open a dialog for importing the SBSAR file. Once the import is complete, we can change the material resolution. The default is set to 1K, but as we saw in xTex, this material example is 2K, so that is what we will select. Now we can apply this to our 3D model just like any other CLO fabric, and we have an interesting material with metallic features that already looks great. Another adjustment we'll make after import is lowering the reflection intensity to 15. The default is 100, which makes the material look too shiny overall. The last thing we will do is add our material physical properties for drape simulation. We now have a complete digital material and can save this as a ZFab for sharing or using in a different project later on.